Again, everyone, good morning. Welcome to another Oynish vlog. So, today starts the new season for foraging here in Scotland, and I'll be starting in Musselburgh. So the idea at this early stage is to visit various foraging grounds along the River Esk and to see potential foraging site and to see how things are coming on. So I'm expecting to look for at the moment wild garlic, and I'm going to see what's available at the moment. So please journey along with me as I go and search and see how far the seasonal growth is coming on for this particular plant. So please remember to share this video and keep in touch. Hopefully, if there's anyone in Musselburgh, you probably are familiar with wild garlic in this region, so I guess you also could make use of foraging for it when it's a lot larger. But even sometimes the young ones are still nice and tasty, but they have a unique taste. But I'll get into that at another time. Okay, so now we've started our journey. So here's a little signpost along the River Esk path, and how far it is to the Musselburgh town area. So firstly, I'm looking for wild garlic plants, young wild garlic plants, and the idea is just to get an indication as to any site of growth. There are many young plants, but the idea is looking for wild garlic. So, and it's just along the right hand side as we enter this path, River Esk path. So my best bet is I'll have to walk along the embankment, or the hillside rather. As you can hear in the near distance, a bypass, a major road. So this part is a bit busy, so you can use that as an indication as to where you are in this foraging area in Musselburgh. So remember, I'm looking for wild garlic at the moment. In Oynish it's called Vuminji. So it's either wild garlic or in Oynish Vuminji. In Britain it's also called Ramson. So here is the first indication that wild garlic season is well on. As you can see, these leaves are quite tender. Look how tiny they are. Yeah. So that's good, because it starts to pop up everywhere now. You can see it's very tiny. I try not to squash them because they're quite tender at this stage. I don't know what this plant is. I'll have to Google it. But they seem to fill this entire region. Look, it's everywhere. So I'm wondering how much it affects wild garlic or Vuminji growth. So I'm not certain yet, but chances are I might be able to find some piercing through all this plant. Can't see any. Wow. it's very difficult to see anything amidst all this. It's challenging. So I'm approaching the bypass, as you can see. It's not the bypass, sorry. It's a road leading to the bypass area, so it's quite busy. So I'm heading towards it, but I'm struggling to find much. Chances are this plant sort of dominates in this area and sort of stifle wild garlic or Vominji growth, so maybe that's what's happening. So I don't know how viable a foraging area this part of the River Esk path is, because I cannot see any wild garlic. It's a shame, because I sense there would have been loads to see if all this plant wasn't here, but well, I might have to wait until a month's time to see if you'll have some piercing through all this. In the meantime, I can't say I've seen much, so I'll have to go back on the path. There's not much indication in the central region, but what happened is I can see along the left along the edges. Let me see along the edges, see if I can spot any wild garlic. And there's shallow growth here, so I don't know if I'll be able to see much wild garlic. Nope. Well, here are fruit plants. There's not much. Okay, so there's not much to see on this side, along this side of the revised path regarding Vominji or wild garlic or Ramsey. So I'll have to see if I can go a little further and find another area. What also I find challenging is if people ask where along the River Esk do you find certain stuff, I have to tell them probably landscape region in which they can use to identify where certain stuff are. What if there's a way to find particular names along a path where they are forageable food, to give it a specific name, maybe that little region a specific name. In that way, if they're coming, for example, along the River Esk, they can identify the area, because you hear the sound. We're now about to go under the bridge along this busy road just overhead. And what if there's a way to give a particular area name. So if people are foraging, they said, okay, this particular region which is given that name along the river. I don't know. I'll think about it.